Welcome to the Redmi Note 9S or the Redmi Note 9 Pro gaming test. If you are new here on my channel, it would be massively appreciated if you can subscribe and press the bell icon. Also, if you like this video at some point, do hit the thumbs up button as well. Redmi Note 9S is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G chipset and it has a RAM of 6GB. This phone has a gigantic 6.67 inches Full HD screen and a whopping 5020 mAh battery. These features make this phone a top choice for the gamers. I am going to run PUBG Mobile and then the COD Mobile on this phone using the Gamebench FPS tool. First of all, I am launching the PUBG Mobile. We have the smooth graphics and the ultra frame rate first. Remember that I am using the Wi-Fi connection. Now guys, remember that this video is not a continuous gameplay. I have cut this video where needed and I have also fast forwarded this video where needed, because if I have to put the entire video here it would go up to 30 minutes maybe, but I do not want to bore all of you. Initially the graphics look fine. Let's go and check out the water. Alright, water is not of very high quality. The screen is lacking sharpness. It's good but not the very best. Colors are fine. I have applied color changes in the settings. You may go with the color preset that you like. Remember guys, do not judge my gameplay. The whole purpose of this video is to show you the frame rate and tell you about the phone's battery performance and its display performance during the games. Also, we will be monitoring the phone's temperature. I am not a pro gamer and you need to keep that in your mind.
Weapon.
You must have noted that the game isn't going above 40 frames per second. First of all, we do not have the extreme frame rate settings. I am not sure why the new Snapdragon CPUs lack this. Snapdragon 730G in the Galaxy A71 did not have the extreme graphics settings either. And that was also locked to 40 frames per second at max. So far the game is running fine, but the phone seems to be heating up. I wasn't expecting this from the Snapdragon 720, but yes, it heats up, not too much though. In the start the temperature went up to 40 degrees only, and this is just fine in my opinion. I switched the graphics to HD now. Let's see what happens. Alright, after switching to HD, I can feel a little bit of sluggishness in the display. The game is no longer as smooth. Also, the phone seems to be heating up a little more. I am spectating, as you can see. This time the phone's front is heating up to 43 degrees. And I remember noting down 45 degrees from this phone's back, but I guess I missed that clip. Keep in mind that this is happening after almost 1 hour of continuous PUBG mobile gameplay. I launched the COD mobile with very high graphics and very high frame rate settings.
We've taken the lead. Reloading! Cover me!
The multiplayer mode of the game ran extremely well. Actually, I love playing it on this handset. It definitely feels like Redmi has built this phone keeping the gamers in mind. In the multiplayer mode, the COD mobile easily hits 60 frames per second, and this is a really good thing. You will enjoy playing COD mobile on this handset, to say the least.
Target's inside! UAV spotted. They're hurting. Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
However, when I switched to the Battle Royale mode in the COD mobile, the frame rates was dropped to 40 frames per second once again, which means that it is also capped at 40 FPS for the COD mobile's Battle Royale as well. I believe that this is the limitation of the Snapdragon 720 and its GPU. For PUBG Mobile, you can bypass this limit using the BAGT tool, the Battle Advanced Graphics tool. But I think you will have to use some other tool, for example the GFX tool for the COD mobile.
Welcome to Battle Royale.
In about 2 hours of continuous gaming, the phone dropped 29% battery, leaving it to 71%, which once again is a moderate consumption. With this, our Redmi Note 9 Pro gaming test approaches its end. To sum it up, Redmi Note 9 Pro is a gaming powerhouse. The games run smooth without any frame drops, but of course going beyond the limits will make the games lag a bit. The screen did not feel oily in between either. The phone does touch a temperature of up to 45 degrees, but that's when you do not give any rest to your phone. In my case, this happened after 1 or 2 hours of continuous gaming. The best part is that the phone cools down right when you close the game. So, do I recommend this phone to the gamers? Absolutely yes. I consider this phone a competitor of the Galaxy A71 and its numbers are already ahead of that phone. With that said, I will sign off. Subscribe if you have not yet. Thumbs up if you liked this video. See you in the next video.